So we're now at the point where we've got 10% plantain in our system, and that's directly recognised in overseer. We'll get a 2 to 3 kilogram reduction in our nitrate leaching. And what that enables us to do is continue farming with this low input, highly profitable system. And we've got that operating headroom that means even in the future, if things are to change and we've got more things coming at us, we know that we've got a really sustainable farming system, which is going to be really resilient in the face of adversity. I'm Fran. I'm a variable order share milker here in the Tararua district of the Lower North Island. We are typically a summer dry area. We're share milking 240 cows here on about 110 hectares. So we're a relatively low stocked grass-based system, 2.4 cows to the hectare. And we're really focused on pasture first for profit. So looking to optimize utilization of pasture. We do about 440 milk solids per cow, which is reasonably good. And we've got approximately 10% Ecotain plantain in our farming system. Initially, we started incorporating Ecotain into our mixed swards at about 2 to 3 kilograms in the mix, in our grass mix, which we really, really liked. And it was really obvious from the outset that as soon as we started getting dry, the predominant species that we could see, that pretty much the only green pasture that we could actually see was Ecotain plantain in our mixed swards. And obviously plantain is quite sensitive to sowing depth and temperature, so we're not looking to sow any deeper than 10 millimetres, and also the temperature needs to be around 10 degrees and rising in the soil. So spring and autumn are those key times when we're actually looking to sow plantain. It's really easy from a pure sward perspective because you can literally spray out a paddock, no cultivation if it doesn't need it, and then you can actually direct drill that plantain, and in 6 to 9 weeks you've got a really beautiful Ecotain crop there. Grazing Ecotain plantain, really easy. All of us in New Zealand are pretty much grass-based farmers. Ecotain plantain is the only dicotyledon herb that actually tills like a ryegrass plant, which is really cool. So we're just making sure that we are actually hitting our grazing residuals. So Ecotain plantain, it grows so fast in that summer dry, so much faster than our ryegrass plants that we need to be getting back into our plantain crops really quickly. And what that means is that you've got to be quite focused. Otherwise, if you do leave it for too long, particularly in the late summer stage, we will start seeing elevated chloride levels. And there's a really, really easy way to actually know that we have lost our plantain. And that's just by looking at the seed head. It gets to what we call hardened seed head stage. And that's when we know that we've probably left it a little bit too long. And what you can do to remedy that is just let the cows go in, eat what they want, and then just top it. But we don't want to be letting it get to that point. But other than that, it's super easy to manage, fits into a grass-based system really easily, offers vital quality and quantity when we really need it. It's pretty much a summer lifeline for us here in the Tararuas. So in the summer, plantain will really start to fire. The optimal temperature for plantain is around that 25 degrees. When our traditional ryegrasses are starting to falter in the summer heat, plantain is really firing. And what that means is that we've got to be quite focused on our pasture management. If we've got Ecotain pure swards within our farming system, we need to be getting into those paddocks almost as fast as every 14 days to make sure that we've got a really high quality feed there for us in the summer. So the way that this farm is laid out is we've got quite long walks, some as long as 2.5 to 3 kilometres one way. We operate a backlatch system, so during the day the cows will go to a faraway paddock, the backlatch will go off before lunchtime, and the cows will make their own way up to the cowshed, and almost every day they will get a break of plantain before milking in the afternoon, which just enables them to have a break from walking. They've got this lovely low dry matter feed, which is high in water, bit of a pick-me-up and a drink of water before they come into milking in the afternoon when we're generally seeing some reasonably hot temperatures. We are specifically talking about Ecotain because it's the only actually environmentally proven plantain that's recognised in overseer, and we know that we've got these 4 really powerful mechanisms that are actually reducing our nitrate leaching. At the moment we're being recognised for the animal effect, so that's the diuretic effect in the animal, but we know that we've also got the nitrogen partitioning effect. And then we've also got the really powerful soil mechanisms. We're actually holding nitrogen in the soil profile for longer, which we believe is actually increasing our yield from any species that we've got with our plantain is increasing that nitrogen uptake efficiency. Ecotain has got quite a special root system. It's got a coarse fibrous root system that actually cycles nutrients and creates really healthy diversity in our soils. The other thing about Ecotain is that we've actually got secondary plant compounds in the root zone that are actually slowing the rate of nitrification. With those soil benefits, we actually know that we are reducing our environmental impact. So not only does Ecotain plantain actually offer us this really incredible summer forage that fits in with the natural grass growth curve, it's actually a no-brainer in terms of making sure you've got resilience and sustainability in your farming system. So as a young share milker, I'm working really hard to be able to buy cows, and I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. With the rate of change and the adversity that we're facing as an industry, by incorporating Ecotain into my system, I know that I've got that resilience and sustainability, and I've actually got that headroom in my farming system. So moving forward, I know I'm going to be able to face challenges head on. It's a no-brainer really, because it's such a positive thing that we're doing for the environment. Ecotain plantain sends a really strong message from you to the general public that actually you're doing something really positive for the environment. If you're interested in incorporating Ecotain into your farming system, get in touch with your local rep and they can come and help you out.